Put it on YouTube.
Yep. If it's good.
It will be.
Wait, let's see. So we have LR parser, construction of SLR parser.
You're
Uh,
not sharing your screen, Lennon.
oh, I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Share. ठीक है. We have LR passes, SLR, CLR, LALR. Let me see. Where does it start from? Not here, not here, not here, not here. Oh, cat 2. Got it. LR passes. They are basically bottom up syntax analyzers. So L stands for left to right this scanning. R
Lennon,
stands.
you are sounding really low.
Can you hear me now?
Uh, Not very clear.
Is it? Wait, now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay. So LR parsers it is a bottom up syntax analyzer, and we represent by LR of bracket K. So there is LR1, there's LR2, and L stands for left to right scanning. R stands for rightmost derivation, and K stands for number of inputs. Oh, sorry, it's 0 and 1. Okay. So LR of 0 is SLR, and LR of 1 is CLR and LALR. What is SLR? Let's see. The textbook. Um, okay, SLR is simple LR, which is here,
Hmm.
simple LR or SLR, or the other one is canonical LR and LALR. LALR is look ahead LR,
Okay.
and then this is Y LR parser, and then items and LR0. This is just like introduction and all. Wait, let's go back. I was gonna open the PPT. Wait, compiler design, the files, theory, model 2. This one?
Megavika, good night. Megavika? Megavika? Megavika?
Meghavika, can you not hear your roommate?
Yeah, I can now.
Wait. Um. Okay. A large parser starts at 91. I'll just download this.
1 minute, yes, I'm back.
Hmm. Wait. Compiler cat 2 save. Okay. Uh, Coming back here. Huh. Uh,
Tell me one thing.
hmm.
If we do LR, SLR, CLR, LLR, then this whole module 2 is done, right?
Yes.
So, like module 3 semantic analysis that mom started recently.
Huh.
Okay.
Uh, PDF. Save to file. Compiler.
Also, did you speak to CTC? What did they say? JP Morgan cutting will start from 13th, right?
I have to go after exams.
Damn.
Yeah, it's fine.
Did they speak to JP Morgan about it?
Yeah, they email the HR.
Okay, then it's fine.
Okay, look. So let's start. We have let's go back. This is lecture 16 starts, and we have LR passers, SLR, CLR, and LALR. These are the four things in like that's for Cat 2 portion. And then I'll go to the PPT. And LR is basically a bottom syntax analysis technique, and it's called LR of K. L is for left to right, R is for constructing rightmost derivation in reverse, and K is the number of inputs for the look ahead. And one when K is omitted, its K is assumed to be 1. Okay. And then, wait, oh no. So important thing is there's nothing much. Okay. Never mind. And then LR parser. This is just like the theory and all. It's not important. And then there are two things that you need to know. Wait, I'll go back to my notes. Um, there are two things to know, like which is like conflicts with shift reduce passing. You have shift reduce conflict and reduce conflict. Shift reduces when you what is it? Um, think. Wait, let me just see. You have in stack. You have if expression then statement. You have this here, and you also have this and else statement. And since there's else, the what is it? Compiler is confused. Like should they reduce this to statement, or should they take this as input and then what is it? Reduce. So the conflict is should they shift, or should they reduce first in this case. So from this you can see like ambiguous grammar cannot be grammar.
Okay,
This is an important thing. So whenever you are creating a LR grammar, you have to remove the ambiguity by using the formula. And then there's a reduce conflict. So ID. So in here it's confused like which production should it use to what is it reduce it. That's the two things. This is basics. So that important. And then LR parsers, it makes shift reduce decisions by maintaining states to keep track of where there are in a parse. So in LR parser, like if this is a grammar that is A goes to XYZ, and you're basically suppose this is a grammar and you're passing through a string, suppose. So what you do is in LR parser, this grammar is represented like this. So you add this extra dot here. So what do you do? You start with the dot here, and whenever you're first finished with the x, you then go to x dot yz. So it basically say that x is done with passing, yz is left. Then once you're done with y, you put the dot after y, and once you're done with z also, you put it to the right of the z dot.
okay,
Hmm. So there's an example here. So this is an example. So let's say like this is your grammar. A goes to DD, D goes to ABC, and B goes to B. And you have a stack and an input ABCD. So what do you do? First, what is it? You have an input A. So in stack you will get A here, and then what is it? A goes with D here. This right. So what will happen now? A is passed from the D, so it will go to the dot will go here, which is what I've done in the next step below. So I'll just erase this. So you can see that A is passed, and then dot is after A here, and then you put B here because after A there's B. So you need to match B here. And what is B? B is this. B goes to small b. So you put the small b here, take it out from the input, and the dot becomes here. The dot was before here, now it's here because you have passed b also. So that's done.
What what about this implies dot b small b? Like was the dot small b initially there? I didn't
And this is
understand.
a grammar.
Okay.
This is the given grammar.
Okay, okay,
And
okay.
the ABCD is the input. So you are basically parsing that using the stack. And whenever you start, all the dots are to the left, to the starting.
Okay, okay.
And then as you pass through every single what is a dot, then you move.
Yes. Okay, okay. Got
So
it.
now in the third step you see that b is also done.
Huh.
So this the dot becomes after b. So now after b, so this b is also done because this b is done, this is also done. So now the dot is here.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
So after that you have a c. So what do you do? Oh no, sorry. um there's a
What?
C, right? So you go down, you see input say the C is removed and it's put here. And since C is also passed, you bring the dot here. Okay.
How is C parsed?
You take it out from the input and put it into stack. You
Okay,
get
but the grammar, right?
sorry.
It's not like directly there in the grammar.
It is there now. C is there here. A B
Oh, sorry,
C.
sorry, sorry. It is a non-terminal. Yeah,
It
yeah.
is a terminal, the small
Sorry,
c.
it's a terminal. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
it will just get passed. Okay, okay, okay. Understood.
Huh.
Hmm.
So this is done. C is done. Now, initially your start state was A, right?
Hmm.
So what did you do? From A, you went to capital D. Now your capital D is finished. So technically, I have written it wrong here. The dot should come here now
Yes.
because a D is done. Now you have a small d. So you
Hmm.
bring that here. So you reduce this whole thing to D, and
Hmm.
then you bring this D by taking this from here.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
just a second.
Sure.
Hmm, how's a comma? Okay, I'm back. So I was here. So you reduce this A capital B C into D, and you bring this D also. Now since this D is also passed, you put the dot here. So your grammar is passed. Now you can reduce the DD to A. And this A, what we did was in the starting, right? Whenever we are doing LALR grammar, we write this extra rule, which is A dash goes to A. This is called augmented grammar, where you just add an extra symbol, A dash that goes to A. So whenever you reach A dash, it basically says you're done with the what is it, parsing. So you got to A, and then A dash goes to A. So you get to A dash, and your parsing is done.
Okay.
Understood with the dot. The important thing here is the dot.
Yeah, I understood it.
Okay. So now you have something called closure. How do I explain? I'll take with this example. Uh, yeah, basically in this no, this is the graph. I'm not sure what it is called. Let me see what it is called. Um, this one. Oh, it's just the automation. It's called formal. It's called automation. But basically you draw this thing, then you make a table for this. um where is it? It's in the next step. Yeah, you make this table and then you do the parsing. So this is basically the LR table, and this is your final output whenever we are creating this.
How do you get that?
Sure. So wait, I'll show. Example, take this grammar. Okay.
Hmm.
E goes to E plus T or T. T goes to T star F or F. E goes to bracket E close the ID. And then, yeah, that's it. So you can see that there's left recursion, right? E goes to E.
Hmm.
So this is not an issue when you're doing bottom up passing. That is for LR grammar, or we are doing SLR right now. The first one is SLR. So for SLR is basically a simple LR, right? So for simple LR, you don't have to remove left recursion. It's fine. And if there's ambiguity, then you have to remove it. What is ambiguity? Let's say, what is it? E goes to E plus T, or E goes to E plus I, maybe. So you see that after E there is plus T and plus I. This is ambiguity.
Hmm.
So if you see ambiguity, then you have to remove it for LR grammar. When it comes, I'll explain how to do. So first you do is you augment the grammar. Augment basically means you just add this extra a grammar, which is E dash goes to E. Then you write all the grammar like by separating the ors. E goes to E plus T goes to T, T goes to T star F, and T goes to F. And then F goes to E and F goes to ID. So now what you take is you take closure. So how do you take closure? What you do is you start with like and at first no, you start with the first symbol, that is E dash goes to E.
Hmm.
If you want, I'll draw it again. I think that's better. Let's go. So I'll draw it here. So first you do is E dash goes to E, and you have to write this down. And I'll write the grammar.
Renin, you are again lowly audible.
Acha.
Now it's
Uh,
okay.
now?
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay. Copy, paste. Wait. So I'll just keep it here. It's easy to refer. And then see. So what you do is first you write this one. E goes to no, E dash goes to dot E. This is the first grammar. Now, whenever you see a non-terminal, that is a capital letters, you have to expand. You have to write that grammar also in the closure. So E
Hmm.
dash goes to dot E, right? So
Hmm.
dot E is there. So after dot E is there, so you'll write E goes to dot
Dot of.
E plus T, and also E goes to T, right? So this
Hmm.
dot T, and since this dot T, you write T goes to dot T star F, and T also goes to F dot F. Now F is also there, so you have to write F also. So F goes to dot of opening bracket this, and F goes to ID. Since bracket and ID is like the like terminal symbols, we don't have to do anything.
Hmm.
So this becomes your state I0.
Hmm.
This is called a state. So now what we do here is we, for every input we make a new box like this, new closure like this, new state basically.
Hmm.
So what you do for you have an input E,
Hmm.
and then you have an input T. Like so basically you have input T, T, F, opening bracket, and ID. I'll just start with E first. So what happens when you do E? Your E dash becomes um, E dot, because E is passed, right?
Hmm.
So now you have E goes to E plus T.
Hmm.
And since after dot there's no what is it, terminal non-terminal symbols, like no
Hmm.
capital letters, so that's the closure of it. There's nothing more that we need to write here.
Okay.
And we don't write this e goes to t because we are only seeing like what is. Do we write? I think we write. Um, oh, we don't write. Okay. See, we don't write because we only put what we are parsing, and after parsing,
Okay.
if to the right side of the dot, if there is a capital letter, then only we'll write that.
Okay.
So e goes to e first is done. Now we do for t. For t, so this becomes I1, and then for t. So e goes to t dot, and the second one was t goes to t dot star f,
Mm,
and then again there's no other symbol, so we just close this. This becomes I2.
mm,
Then we have what is it, f. So f के लिए we just do t goes to f star f dot,
F dot.
and since like there is no nothing else, we just close this, and this becomes I3.
Mm,
And then we have opening bracket.
mm.
Wait, opening bracket. So opening bracket, we just write f goes to opening bracket dot e, and then a closing bracket. And since dot e is there, now we add the closure of e, which is again the entire what we wrote in the first step. This all.
Dirty. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I'll just copy this. Copy. Oh no. Paste. Just move it here. And does F come again? I am doubtful. Okay, so it does come again. So since like this, so you see right, this F and this F is different since the dot are in different places.
Yes.
So you have to write both, and then you close this. This becomes your I4, and then you finally have ID. So you just do ID, and it goes to F goes to ID dot.
I did not. Mm.
So this becomes I5. So done with one time. Now you have to do it again here. So you have plus. So you just do plus.
Are we going to do it until this dot reaches like after T?
Yeah.
Okay.
So see example. This right I5 right. The ID
We
dot.
won't do it.
So this is finished. We can't go anywhere from here.
Mm.
And
Okay.
same thing for T goes to F dot. We can't go from here anywhere. So we'll just finish. For this one I4 though, we have E. So if we go to E, we have some more things to do. I'll explain how to do that. But coming back to this, so plus. So when you go to plus, E goes to E plus dot T. And since there's dot T, we have to expand T also again. So when what do you get when you expand T? You get this four things. So I'll just copy this here. Uh, copy. Oh no, copy, paste, and yep. So this is what you get when you expand from T, and you close this. This becomes I6, I believe. Yeah, I6. Okay. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah, audible.
Okay.
So I was saying
Okay.
when you do the plus, you get E plus dot T, and you just expand T, and that's your I6. Okay.
Okay.
And now we do the this one next one. So we have this one. You take star, and what do you get? You get T goes to T star dot F, and you have to expand
Hmm.
F again. So how do you expand F? It's just the two last two grammar from here. So copy and paste.
Okay, so whenever there is a dot before a capital alphabet, you need to see the
Expand it.
what is expanding of that. All right,
Yes.
understood.
This becomes I7, and then T goes to F dot. We can't go anywhere, so nothing. Now coming to here. Here next is just a second.
Yes.
Everyone. Yes, I am back. Okay.
Okay.
So you have F goes to opening bracket E dot E, right? So you have to expand on E now. But if you see,
Hmm.
if you expand on E, you go back to the initial state, right? What you had here.
Yes. Hmm.
Is it? Well, we do have E dash goes to E. We don't have that. No, sorry. When you expand on E, you come back to this part, this one. I1 is it? I'm so sorry. Um, okay, no. Okay. There was one more step remaining. Then it goes like that. Okay. So when you expand on E, it becomes F goes to opening bracket E dot closing bracket, and
Hmm.
that's it. This becomes I8. And what else is there? Nothing is
Can you
here left.
can you explain this part to me once again?
Which one? The last one?
Yeah, I'm a
See,
little bit confused.
you have the sorry. Um, you have this right. F goes to opening bracket dot E closing bracket. So when you put the input of E, you get F goes to opening bracket E closing bracket.
Hmm.
Okay, that's it. I think. Huh. And after this, you can do more, right? Um, what is it? You have what else input can you put? You can give T also here. So you just go T. So you have E goes to T dot.
Hmm.
And did we get here before? Yeah, we did. So see, E goes to T dot, and then the other one T go. There's one more, which is T goes to T dot star F, right?
Hmm.
So we already did this in I2 here, if you see.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So instead of writing it again, we can just write I2,
Okay.
and so that's T, and then F. So T goes to F, we'll get. So goes to F again. We did an I3, so you can just write I3, right?
Okay.
and then f goes to opening bracket. Opening bracket, it come when you do opening bracket, what will you get?
I'll get this thing I4 again.
Yeah, exactly. So you get I4, and when you do
Okay.
ID, you get I5. This one.
Yeah.
So now coming back to here, um, we are back to here now. So now you'll put in T here. So when you put T here, you'll get E goes to E plus T dot. Did we get this before anywhere? No.
E, e,
So
e.
we can continue this. So then we get T goes to T dot star F. And is there anything else with T? No. So we can just close this now. Um, T, and we can close this. And this becomes I9. Yeah. So T is done. Now you go to F. So it becomes a T goes to F. T goes to F dot we already have. So we can just write that as I3. And then opening bracket when you do, F goes to, what is it? Opening bracket dot. We already have that as I4. So you can write I4. So then ID again, this goes to I5. So
Hmm.
this part is done. Now next is this. So you go T goes to for F. T goes to T star F dot. Did we get this before? No. So we can write. That's it. There is nothing else that F is being accepted into, right? So we just close this. We write I10. And then for F goes to opening bracket, we if you do opening bracket, it will go back to I4, what we did previously. And then for ID again, it goes to I5. This is done. Now you have this one. So for this, if you do closing bracket, you get F goes to opening bracket, closing bracket, dot, and this is the end. So this goes to I11. And is there anything else left below? No. So
No.
we go back up here. So now we have to put input star. So you go star and uh, ठीक है. You go to star. So you get T goes to T star dot. So T star dot F we already got here. This one. This is I7. So instead of writing it again, we can write I7 here. I7. And this part is also done now. And is there anything else left? No. So this is your entire this, what is it, the states. So you have total I0 to I11, that is 12 states.
Okay.
So this is your last thing. You can
I
see the same
suppose.
thing what I did in class. So from I0 to I11 up to here. So once you're done with this, now we have to do the table, this thing. So I've written the same thing here, which is the same grammar, augmenting it, and then the states, and then now you make the table for this. So table, what you have is basically you have the what is it? All the states and then all the symbols. So it basically what this table says that this table is used by the parser to tell what to do when it's parsing. So suppose like I'll just explain how this works, the table when it is parsing. Example, you start with I0, right? You start with I0.
Yeah.
And suppose you get the, what is it, input of opening bracket, which is this one. When you get to opening bracket, what you do is you shift it first, then go to state 4. So if you
Hmm.
can see that clearly here also, where is it? You are I0, you get opening bracket. When you get opening bracket, you shift it, that is, you change the dot, I believe, and then you go to the I4, this state. Shift is
Hmm.
basically, I think, shifting to the stack from the input,
Okay. Yes.
right?
Hmm.
Teach. So
Understood.
the parser, no, when you do the table, it has four actions. You have these four actions, which is shift, reduce, accept, and error. So shift is basically shifting from input to the stack. Reduce is reducing what is there in the stack uh, to a, what is it, production rule. And then accept is basically saying that your end of the parsing, you are accepting it, and if it does not like conform to the table, then it will give a error saying that the string does not belong to the grammar. Okay,
Okay.
so now I'll do this table again. Hmm, why did we just follow here? um Not exactly sure. Wait, let me just check and check in the PPT maybe. um Okay, this is all the stuff, items, canonical, high example, this thing, and SLR passing table. So this is a step for constructing this. So you first construct the that all the states, and then you make the table by this. Do we follow here? I don't think we do. Um, ठीक है, never mind. I'm not sure why do I have that here. Do I have that in any other ones? Oh yeah, see, this is the parsing after you make the table. You do this according to a table. I'll
Okay.
explain this. So coming back to here, let's make this table again. So let's copy this, copy, paste, and make it here. Hmm. I'll just erase all this. Let me just align this properly. Okay. So you first make this table, which is you write all the states I0 to I11, and then you also write all the what is it, inputs, that is plus, star, opening bracket, closing bracket, ID, dollar, and E, T, and F. We put this dollar because we have this extra dollar when we doing the input. So first step is you I've written the steps here. First we
Why
do
why
the
did you write this ETNF?
ETNF is also inputs, right? When you we are doing the states,
Okay.
we did this
So
right, ETNF. So we do
yeah.
that in the table also.
Okay.
So this is a step for how to do. First, you do the go-tos for the non-terminals with a capital letter. Then you do the shift ones. Then you do the reduce one. Oh, you have to put for follow symbols. Okay, that's why you follow. Okay, I'll explain that later. So first you do the go to. So what go to basically means is, suppose you're getting an input E for I0. When you get E for I0, you go to I1, right?
Mm.
So you just write that in the table. So let's do the table. So we have I0 and we start with E. So for I0 and E, you go to the state 1. For I0 and
Mm.
T, you go to 2. And for F, you go to 3, which is what we had done here. So 1, 2, 3, right?
Mm.
So now coming, this is I0 done. Now I1. So I1 is here. Do we have any non-terminals? No. So we'll skip that for now. Same for I2. There is no non-terminals, no capital letters. We have non-terminals in 4, I4. We have ET and F again. So for 4, you have E8, T2, and F3. So 823. So for 4, you write 823, 8, right?
Mm.
8. 823. And then after 4, we can check 5, there is nothing. 6, we have T and F. So for 6, you have 9 and 3. So 6 you go, and 9, 3. And 6 is done. And then 7, you have F at 10. So you go to 7 and F, just 10.
Mm.
And 8, we have no non-terminals. And then 9, we also have no non-terminals. So this is done with the go-to part. Step 1 is done.
Mm.
Any questions in this?
Mm.
ठीक है. So go-to is done. Now we do the shift. So for shift, what we do is, let me just check once. I believe it's just taking the non-terminals. Let me see. So for opening, the first is for opening bracket and ID. Second one, now I2 does reduce, right? I'm not sure when to do reduce. I2 and plus is R4. Sorry, yeah, I2 and plus, right? Um, okay. ठीक है. We'll look at reduce later. So first we do the shift. So what we did first, we only did the non-terminals, like the capital letters. Now we are going to do all the terminal symbols, the bracket and ID and other stuff. Okay. So we'll go here, and first for I0, we have opening bracket and ID. It goes to 4 and 5. So for I0 and opening bracket, you do S4, and ID you do S5. Okay.
Mm.
And then we go to I1. So I1 there is plus. I1 goes to I6. So on plus. So you go S6.
Mm.
For I2, which is here, we have star. So
Start
for star, it goes to 7. So
7.
2 goes to 7 on star. So S7.
Mm.
And then what is it? I3, there's nothing. For I4, we have opening bracket and ID again. So I4, you have 4 and 5 for opening bracket and ID, which is same as I0. So I4, this is S4 and S5. That's right, right? S4 and S5. So I4 is also done. We'll check for I5. I5, there's nothing. I6, we have opening bracket and ID, which is 4 and 5 again. So S4 and S5.
Mm.
Then for I7, we have opening bracket and ID again 4 and 5 for 7. So S4, S5. And then 8, do we have anything? We have closing bracket and plus. So for 8 and closing bracket, we write S11, and for plus, we write S6. This is right. For plus we write S6. Then I9, where is I9? I9 is here. So I9 we have star which goes to 7. So 9 at star goes to S7. And then 10 we have nothing, 11 also we have nothing. So we are done with the shift also.
Hmm.
Okay. So we can
Okay.
check the same
Got it.
thing. Is there anything wrong? It does not look wrong. Okay. So shift is also done. Now we have to do reduce. So for reduce, what we have to do is we have to take it for the symbols that for the follow symbols. So I for took the follow here. So we have four non-terminals, right? E dash, E, T, and F. So we have this production. So you write. I'll just copy this here. Copy and paste. Hmm. So you have this, right? So you have four non-terminals: E dash, E, T, and F. So you take follow of both of for all of them. Follow,
Hmm.
follow, and follow. Do you want me to explain how to find follow? We already done it before.
Uh, is it like the way we used to do it?
Yes, yes, yes. The same thing.
Okay.
I am not going to do right now. It will take some time.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Hmm.
for this, you have what is it? Dollar. Then you have plus closing bracket and dollar plus closing bracket and dollar. And for this, you have star also, I believe. Star plus star plus closing bracket and dollar. And same thing goes for F also. So we got the follow. Now what we do is for this symbols, we put it in the table. So let's start with dollar. So E dash goes to E dollar, right? So how do you do this? I think. Oh right. So see this thing, right? I0 to I1. When you put E, it goes to E dash, goes to E dollar, E dot. So when you do E dash goes to E dot, that basically means that you're done with the parsing, right? The final answer should be E dash when you're doing the parsing.
Hmm.
So that means like this is where you accept it. So if you look in the grammar, we put this dollar also. That means that when you encounter a dollar, your string is accepted. So I'll just write here. So what you do, um, I think it goes at I1. Yeah, at I1, when you reach the dollar, you do accept. Okay.
Hmm.
Right.
Got it.
Huh. Then, so first one is done, this one. Now we can do for E. So when E and plus, right?
Hmm.
So E plus, I guess in I2. Why I2? R2. R2 is T equals to T. Wait, I think no. The reduce is only when we get these states. E dash goes to E, E goes to T, T goes to F. Then whenever you're finishing passing off like any this symbol,
Hmm.
I5 also there should be a reduce, I guess. See, I5 also this reduce. So for every time of finishing this, right, that's when you do the reduce. That
mm,
makes sense because like when do we reduce in a parsing? We only reduce if we go down. Oh, no, it's not here. But here, suppose. So you only do reduce when you match say this, right, production,
mm,
like F3. So F3 is a handle. You can ID5, ID will reduce to F, F will reduce to T, and then T you can reduce to E. This number don't see right now, but you reduce when you match something, right? So whenever the dot comes to the end, that's when you reduce. So what all do we have? We have I1, I2, I3, I4. There is no dot in the end. I5 is there, and then I6 there's nothing. 7 also not there. 8 is also not there. 9 is there. 10 is there, and 11 is also there. Okay,
mm,
so these all are there, and huh. So let's start here. So except we did. Now for I2, shouldn't I1 come? So confused. I'm sorry. I1 is already done because E dash goes to E. Okay. I2. E goes to T dot. So E goes to T dot, right? So at hmm. Oh, so E goes to T dot. We have at I2. So that means we have to write reduce for 2, and 2 reduce for I2 it's E goes to T dot, which is what production rule. You see that E goes to T is production rule number 2. So you have to keep this 2 in mind, and you reduce with this 2. So you write this 2, and where do you write this? You write for all these symbols. So plus, closing bracket, and dollar. So you come here, plus you write R2, R2, and R2. I'll repeat again. So we go to a table, we see that this E goes to T dot. That means there's a reduction here. So now we have to check what is the number of the production rule. We see that the number is 2 here. So we have to keep that in mind, and we have to fill that for I2 for these symbols, that is plus, closing bracket, and dollar. So which is plus of I2 is R2, plus of closing bracket is R2, plus sorry, dollar of I2 is R2. Okay,
mm,
ठीक है. So now we go to I3. So I3 we have T goes to F. So T goes to F. T goes to F is 4 here. So for F, so for T, you have star plus closing bracket and a dollar. So you have to do for all the 4 symbols for I3, right? This I3, right?
mm,
I3. So you write R4, 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 and R4. I believe that should be correct. Ah, see, this is the correct. It's the same thing. Yeah. So we're doing correctly. So now we come to I4. I4 there is no production that is reducible. So we go to I5. I5 we have F goes to ID. So F goes to ID is 6. So you have to write reduce 6, R6. R6 where would you write? What is the follow of F? Star plus closing bracket and dollar. Same thing. So you have to write R6 here, which is R6, 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 and R6. This is done.
mm,
Oh, sorry, this is for I5, not I4. R6, R6, R6 and R6. This is done. Now for sixth one, we don't have a production that's ending. Seventh also there's nothing. Eight is also nothing. We have 9, 10, and 11 we have. So let's go to 9. We have E goes to E plus T dot. E goes to E plus T is first one. So we do R1 here. For the follow of E. What is follow of E plus opening, closing, sorry, closing bracket and dollar. So for I9, we have R1 here. We have R1 for closing bracket, and there's R1 for dollar also. And then we go to
Understood.
I10. I10 is T star F. T star F is what? 3. So we do R3. So R3, for what symbols? T has all the 4. So for that is R, R3, 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 R3. And then I11. I11 we have this closing bracket. Yeah, F goes to opening bracket, E closing bracket. So that is rule 5. So we do R5. R5 for what symbols? We have to look for follow of F. Follow of F is again 4 symbols. So you do R5, 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 R5. And your table is done.
Hmm. All right.
And we can just check the table if there is any errors. I don't see any errors as such. No, there is no errors. It's the correct one.
I think it's correct. Yeah.
Hmm. So we are done with the table now. So final
Hmm.
step now is to what is it? Parse it, which is over here for a given input. But before that, do you have any questions in this?
No, till now I understood everything.
ठीक है. Next, we have this. So it's the same thing here. We did that. We got the table. Now we have the parsing. So for parsing, we took a input of ID plus ID star ID dollar. Um, zero, right? Um, hmm. Do not remember the numbering. Okay, I think you always start with zero, and then you first take the ID. Take the ID.
Hmm. Hmm.
You take the ID here like this, and then you'll check for zero and ID. That is I0 and ID. So you go to I0 and you see ID. I0 and ID is shift. So what you do, you go over here, you write shift 5. Since it's shift 5, oh wait. Okay, I got it. See, you have you have zero here, you have ID here, right?
Hmm.
You have ID, I0 and ID. So you go to I0 and ID, you get shift 5. So that means you're going to shift it here and keep that 5 here. Okay.
Hmm.
So now ID5 is there. There is you have ID5 and you have plus here. So
Hmm.
um, what is phi of I5 of plus? You go to I5 and you have plus, which is reduce 6. So
Hmm.
that means you write it here, which is reduce 6. So whatever was here, ID is there, right? You reduce it with the production rule 6. So what were the production rules? I just copy it here. Um, this copy, come back here. and paste it here. Hmm. So we're back here. So reduce 6, right? So we have to reduce this I with the sixth rule. What is the sixth rule? Sixth rule is F goes to ID. So since we are doing bottom up passing, ID will now be converted into F. So you can see that ID was converted to F here.
Okay. Yes.
This F. Now you get F, right. So I'll just write that one row again. This. So we have 0 ID and 6 we had plus here, we have the other inputs, and we had shift 5 from the previous step. Shift 5 and say like what is it, we compare this what is it, the 6 with plus. So I6 is what is it, sorry, this 5, I'm so sorry. um, this is a 5, not 6. We had this 5 here. So 5 and plus, we see I5 and plus is R6. So we come back to the table, we write reduce 6. So what do? You see the ID and you go to the what is the number of the production rules. You say 6 rule is F goes to ID. So what you do? Convert ID to F. So you write 0 F, and then you don't write in number, you write the 6 here and then plus here, because we have this reduce. No, sorry, 6 is not there, I'm so sorry. This when you're doing reduce, you just use the 6 for the number of productions, whereas when you're doing shift, you shift what is it, ID was here, right? Shift that to here, then you put the number 5 here. For reduce, you just use this number to see what production it is. Okay.
Okay.
Huh. So now you have what is it? 0F and then plus. We need a number here before we proceed. So how do you find that number? I believe that's 0 and plus. We check this 0 and plus again. So you check I0. Oh no, you don't do that. I took 3 here. Wonder why I took 3 here. 0. Oh, okay. So see, I'll come back here. So you're writing this number here, right? For this number, you check 0 and F. I0 and I0 F. So you go to I0, you go to F. You get 3. So you write this 3 here. So you write this 3 here. Now what you'll do is you check 3 I3 with plus. So I3 and plus. What is I3 and plus? This is I3 and this is plus, which is you get R4. So you come back here, you write reduce 4. So what is you have this, you have to reduce this F now. So what is production 4? Production 4 says T goes to F. So that means, I just erase all this. That means 0, F now becomes T, and you still have the plus and the other things in the this input. And we did the reduce. Now again we have to see what the number that comes here. For the number you check 0 and T. So for 0 and T you get this 2 here. So you write 2 here. Now 2, you check I2 and plus. So you go to I2 and you see plus. I2 and plus is R2. So you'll again write what is it? Reduce 2. So,
Mm.
what is the second symbol? E goes to T. So you change this T to an E. So 0E. Okay. And then we have this plus again. So you check I0 and E. For I0 and E, you get 1. So you write 1 here. So now you check this 1 I0 and plus. So what do you get for I0 and plus? I0, huh? For I1, I'm so sorry. I1 and plus. So I1 and plus is S6. So now we finally got a shift. So shift uh,
Mm.
6, right? Shift 6. So you get shift 6. So you do the shift. You shift this plus. So you get 0E1 plus. And then what was after plus? You have ID
Mm.
star, ID dollar. You have this. So shift is done. Now you put the 6 because for shift you take the number with it. Okay.
Mm.
So
Understood.
this 6. Huh. Now we have to again check the 6 with ID. So I6 and ID. So you go to I6, you see for ID. For I6 and ID, it is shift 5. So you write shift 5 here, shift 5. So what do you do here? You do 0E1 plus 6 ID and 5. And then you have here you have star ID dollar. Then you again check I5 and star. For I5 and star, you'll probably get a reduce. And you get a reduce, you have to reduce the ID. I'm just doing this by intuition without checking. But basically, you'll change this ID to an F, then you'll change it to T. Then you change this 0E1 plus, there'll be some number here, I believe 6 only, 6T, there'll be some number, and then you shift the entire thing plus T to an E. You do the same process that we did.
Okay.
And finally you like after reducing, so like here I have drawn boxes for what all I've reduced. So you can see that for ID you're reduced to F is reduced to T, and then after T you are bringing in the star, and then ID, then T star F you are changing to T, and then E plus T you're changing to E. Finally when you get a dollar here, you check one and dollar. So I1 and dollar we have accept. So either just write accept and string is accepted. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So same thing. Now we have this is another input which is and which has error. So we just try this, and when we do this, we after reducing this, like we have this reduce, right? After reducing, we get 8 and dollar. So when you see 8, that is I8 and dollar, you see it is empty. There is nothing here. That means it's an error. So you just write error and it says that the string is not accepted by the given grammar. And that's it. This is SLR. Done.
Okay. Damn, it's very lengthy.
It is lengthy. You have to practice this.
Mm.
Do you have any questions?
No, I understood it completely.
Okay. I think we'll stop for today then.
Yeah, when should we do the later one?
We'll do tomorrow.
Tomorrow, time?
Um, let's see. I am going out for a movie, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you in some time.
At night? Will you do it at night?
Sure. What is left? See, um, go to cat to prep.
SLR is
So,
done.
hmm? So see, first
SLR
is
is
just
done.
LR parser, the basic. SLR table and parsing is done. Now what we have left is CLR and LALR. So module two, basically only two lectures content. We have CLR, which is basically there's only one extra addition of this comma. It is a bit more lengthy, but it's easy enough. Like you do the same thing, you just have this comma thing and additional term here. I'll let her to go through it. I'll go through it. And this is CLR. Then you do the table for this. And parsing, I'm not sure if we did parsing. I don't think we did parsing. We didn't do the parsing. And after the table, then you have LALR. LALR is look ahead. So in look ahead, what you do is you basically change a small thing, and you just do this. And then there'll be a question in the exam which is they'll ask this one, like check whether given grammar is LALR. So you do
Okay.
this, and if you can merge two rows, that is I5 and I11, then it is not a LALR grammar. No, if you can merge it, but you will get multiple entries, then it is not a LLR grammar. I'll explain it. Then this is a question that she gave us homework. Prove that given grammar is SLR, CLR, and LLR. You have to do the like all the three processes and see like two processes, and then see if it's working or not. But LLR there's nothing much. Okay, LLR you just merge in the two rows. So this is a CLR table. Okay, so what you can do here is what two rows are equal here? You have I2 and wait, no. Um, I'm not sure, but basically what you do is you combine two rows in LALR. That's the only difference. I'll tell you later on. We'll stop here.
Okay, that's fine. Okay. When you like in the morning when you send me this video, since it's very lengthy, I'll look at it once again and then try to solve this question that we are having in year one.
Okay, I'll upload it right now in some time.
Let's take a
Let
target
me
like
just.
we can try to finish off the day by like 10th or 11th.
Mm-hmm. We'll do that.